अप्रैल थ्रू डायबेक्सी। तो सिंस सर तभी मेरा मार्च में डिडक्ट हुआ था माय शुगर। मेरा था तब 8.2 HbA1c। रिसेंटली मेरा टेस्ट हुआ है तो उसमें 5.8 है। I lost 14 kg weight. And sir, this is all because of you. The diet chart is very helpful. Whatever the recipe you have posted on the Facebook is also very helpful to me. I correct my eating habits. Like in lunch previously, I eat wheat roti like 4 chapati in lunch, but now I had only 2 chapati from LCHF atta. And previously I just eat dal and rajma, those things. Now I try to eat vegetables only in lunch and in dinner also. So dahi नहीं खाती थी मैं. I start taking curd also, the hung curd. So thanks to you. So मैंने ट्राई किया, मैंने अभी ग्लूकोज टॉलरेंस टेस्ट नहीं कराया है, लेकिन
जरूरत नहीं है कराना। आप करोगे अभी और 6 महीना जाने दो, उसके बाद क्राफ्ट टेस्ट कराओगे।
राइट सर। अभी लेकिन जैसे मैं आपको बताती हूँ सर, थोड़ा चीट मील हुआ था। अभी मैं पीछे गई थी जयपुर, तो देयर आई हैड टू नान एंड रोटी, एंड आफ्टर 2 hours आई टेस्टेड माय शुगर, इट इज 138 ओनली। तो आई वाज सरप्राइज्ड, लेकिन फिर भी मेरे को अभी भी वही है कि मेरे को वही रूटीन फॉलो करना है, सेम LCHF आटा एंड द वेजिटेबल्स, कर्ड्स, पनीर, सोयाबीन, all those things I am eating sir. So thank you so much. मैं पूरा डायबिटिक हूँ, मेरे फादर डायबिटिक थे, मेरी मदर डायबिटिक है, मेरा ब्रदर डायबिटिक है। मैं उनको कन्विंस करने की कोशिश करती हूँ कि मैं उनको एग्जांपल दे रही हूँ कि आई एम टेकिंग गाइडेंस ऑफ सत्यजीत सर एंड आई हैव वीडियोस आल्सो, बट वो लोग मेरी नहीं सुनते, उन्हें यकीन नहीं होता है एक्चुअल में किसी को कि मेरा रिवर्स हो गया है। रिवर्स तो नहीं, लेकिन हाँ कंट्रोल्ड हो गया है, मतलब। तो मैंने स्ट्रिक्टली फॉलो किया है अभी तक सिंस अप्रैल। आई हैव चीट मील्स ऑल्सो सर, मैं झूठ नहीं बोलूँगी। कभी कभी जैसे क्या होता है कि मन नहीं होता है, आप थक गए हो, आप ऑफिस का काम करके बैठे हो, एट दैट टाइम आई हैड वट एवर माई किड नॉट ईट, तो वो मैं खा लेती हूँ, लेकिन मैं टेस्ट करती हूँ ज़रूर। दैट डे आई टेस्ट माई शुगर, तो ठीक है।
मुझे तो सबसे पहले दीप्ति मैम को थैंक यू बोलना चाहिए, जिन्होंने आपसे मिलाया। आपसे मिलने के बाद मुझे पता चला क्या है डाइट, मतलब अपना बॉडी में कितना जरूरत है, क्या है। उस हिसाब से मैं जब से ले रही हूँ मुझे बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, भूख भी नहीं लगता है अब ज्यादा। पहले जैसे 8-10 साल से मैं जिम कर रही हूँ, लेकिन इतना मेहनत करती थी फिर भी मुझे वो रिजल्ट नहीं मिलता था। एक बार तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है दूर नहीं करूंगी, छोड़ देती हूँ। इतना खाना पीना में डाइट करके चल रही हूँ फिर भी कम नहीं हो रहा है वेट। और खाने पीने में ज्यादा डाइट पे जाती थी, लेकिन उसमें कमजोरी आ जाते थे, बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं लगता था, हाथ पैर कांपते थे, ज्यादा वेट लेके मैं एक्सरसाइज भी नहीं कर पाती थी। लेकिन अब ये सब खा के इतना अच्छा लग रहा है जैसे मैं 12-13 घंटा खाती नहीं फिर भी एक्सरसाइज वेट अब ज्यादा ले रही हूँ। पता नहीं कहाँ से इतना एनर्जी आते थे। पहले तो हाथ कांपते थे। आप वो ये बात मैंने अपना बॉडी का जो ग्लूकोज है वही कम कर रहा है। बोली हाँ सर, मैं इससे तो बहुत खुश हूँ। और जैसे बॉडी स्किन पहले इस ठंड में जितना भी क्रीम लगाती थी कहाँ गायब हो जाता था पता ही नहीं चलता था। अब तो बॉडी लोशन लगाने की भी जरूरत नहीं है, स्किन भी अच्छी हुई है, बाल भी ज्यादा अच्छा हुआ है, सब कुछ मेरा अच्छा रहा, आगे भी अच्छा करती रहूंगी और इसी से मैं अब जितना दिन जिंदा रहूंगी इसी प्लान से मैं चलती रहूंगी, मुझे कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। अब से अच्छा तो जैसे पहले मुझे एनर्जी नहीं रहती थी, मैंने ऐसा लगता था सोई रहती तो उठने का मन नहीं होता था, और रात को तो नींद 3-4-5 बजे तक आती ही नहीं थी। अब तो जैसे ही सोती हूँ पूरा सुबह 7 बज जाता है, पता ही नहीं चलता सुबह हो गया है। ये सबसे मेरे लिए अच्छा है। इसके लिए तो मेरे हस्बैंड से बातें भी सुनना पड़ता था। 4-5 बजे तक टीवी मोबाइल में पड़े रहो, सो मत। इसीलिए मुझे पिछले बार नाइट जागने के चक्कर में ही लग रहा है मुझे कोविड हो गया था। कमजोर, बहुत बॉडी कमजोर हो गया था। और इंटरमिटेंट फास्टिंग के बारे में तो मुझे पता ही नहीं था। वो यूट्यूब देख के मैंने किया था 1 महीना। उसके बाद बॉडी और कमजोर हो गई। आपसे जुड़ने के बाद, ये सब से लेने के बाद, जिस दिन इंटरमिटेंट फास्टिंग किया आपने सेशन, वो सुनने के बाद मुझे ध्यान आया मुझे इतना क्यों कमजोरी हो गई थी। अब इस टाइम मैं इंटरमिटेंट फास्टिंग में चल रही हूँ। जैसे रात का 9 बजे लास्ट डिनर लेती हूँ, फास्ट मील लेती हूँ, तो मुझे कुछ फर्क ही नहीं पड़ रहा है। अब भूख भी नहीं लग रही है, कुछ भी नहीं है। पानी भी अब 5 लीटर से ऊपर ही हो जाता है कभी-कभी। 5 लीटर तो ऑलमोस्ट रोज। थैंक यू सर, आपके इसके लिए आपको तो थैंक यू, और दीप्ति मैम को भी थैंक यू दिल से। मैम, मैं जाऊंगी मैम के पास कोविड जब खत्म हो जाएंगे मिलने के लिए। मैम भी बोला था जरूर आना मिलने के लिए। हाँ, मैं आऊंगी।
So definitely, so many unknown facts which I didn't know from the beginning, I came to know. Mainly now I can distinguish between which one is real food and which are junk I used to keep on taking for the last years. So those things, especially mentally also, it has helped me a lot. Initially my anxiety level was also more. Now it is little bit. I was keep on asking whether I'm getting angry more often or not, but he used to tell, no, you are not changing at all. But still my son, he told, no, mama, you have little bit changed. That makes me really happy. So still I have to maintain the discipline. In between 2 weeks, so during New Year time and Diwali also, my brother has come here. So that time I have not followed the routine properly, sir. So, but Sonika is a motivation for me. She has lost like 13 kgs. So she is keep on telling me, no, you have to give up mixtures and those things. But in between, once or twice I have taken that, sir. But still, I have to. But the more overall that lifelong healthy lifestyle, that I will implement for myself and the whole family also, which I didn't know before. That way it is really so many things I came to know from this, and blessed to have you in right time, sir, especially before the menopause thing. So now I can inculcate those things to make the life simpler a little bit.
So what I want to tell you that, as a family, I think we are very positive. We all have very positive mindset, and we are self-motivated also. But at the same time, I would say that your involvement, in everything, in terms of not only sharing, the PPT slides, but apart from that, sharing various recipes. Whenever I think we came out with certain issues and resolving those issues, pushing team to basically keep on posting whatever they are doing, which motivates other person, creating that excitement, as a mentor, that was very nice, and that actually helped us. We were also excited, on daily basis to put something. Okay, this we had in dinner, this we had in breakfast and lunch. So that was really good. There was a kind of team, excitement which was created and which really helped us. So in terms of what we got, we already are thin, all three of us. But whatever fat we had, I think really your program helped us remove all that also, because I never thought that I will have this fat also, because when our weight reduced, then we saw, oh, we also had fat, So Sumita, she had a little fat at the belly, so that got flattened. My stomach also got flattened. Siddharth was already flat. He got more flattened. So that was one good thing, which I could see. What I feel is, if a healthy person, when we can lose weight, if a healthy person really strict, is very strict, and he just listens to you and does whatever you say, I'm 100% sure, the person is going to be, really lose weight and be fit and fine. That is what I can foresee. Sumita had a BP issue, which is, we have been measuring continuously, and now that is within the range. Previously it used to be 140, 135. Nowadays, whenever we measure, it is like sometimes 122, sometimes 124, sometimes 120. Even it has dropped to 117. We have reduced the medicine also from 50 mcg. First, it was 100. Then when we started, then it got down to 50. Then it got down to 25. Now, after talking to you, what we have done, we are, 25 का 12.5 नहीं मिलता, तो 25 को आधा करके अभी कर लिया, and I think another 2 weeks, I feel, we'll get rid of that medicine also. So that is again a good thing which has happened. Intermittent fasting we tried, which really was not needed for us, but we tried it. But one thing which I will tell you, which I will share with you, which all three of us agree, that is, we may have reduced the weight, but while doing intermittent fasting, we used to feel, a lot of strength, very energetic, Actually, when we measured the weight, then we got little worried, now our weight has reduced. Otherwise, if I would not have measured the weight, then probably we were very fine with intermittent fasting. And it was really a good learning, about this intermittent fasting and how it can really help your body get, better and cured. So that is one thing. Never in my life, I think probably all three of us had thought that we will lift weight. We were very happy walking, brisk walking, and doing yoga, but then you pushed us, that, you have to build your muscle and all. So, we went to Decathlon, bought a lot of stuff, and we started with, dumbbell. Then we started with the weightlifting, all those things. We added also the weight. Now, recently, then we heard that, it is important for you to build your lower body also. And then we were not very keen to, as of now, go to gym because of, that wave 2 stuff which has happened. We were a little frightened. So we went to Decathlon, and we were just trying to explore, what is we can do to, build the lower part of the body. So we got those strengthening resistance band. And they're very good, actually, So we got, I think 3 resistance band we have, and we have started practicing it. And from that time, we feel very energetic. And at the bottom side, the lower side of the body also. So that we have started doing. We are watching your videos and we are practicing. We are trying to build. We learned, in fact, with this we learned that this is quadricep, this is hamstring, this is glute, and this is calf. Otherwise, I never knew that all these things exist in our body. So that is again a good thing, and I think we'll surely continue with this. Initially, when we were changing food habits, a little, I think uncomfortable. We were a little uncomfortable, but we just listened to one line, I think, probably, which I mentioned. It takes 21 days to change habit. And believe you me, I think it was 14 days or 15 days, and after that we were normal. We said, oh, this food is fine. While there is not much of major change, but leaving that rust, leaving that biscuit, leaving that bread, leaving that jam, chai, and let me not forget to tell here in the video that after leaving milk, Sumita, that problem which existed for last 4 years in terms of daily eating that, what is that tablet? EBAS 10, that has gone. From that day, I remember, I think we started a little early, but from that day, she has not taken EBAS. So that is a real great thing. We never thought that milk is also something which can be really dangerous for your body. And apart from this, I think we are very happy, connecting with you, and we will follow this very sincerely. Now it has become part of whether we go outside. Today also, I'm not at my Dwarka home. Today we are at our weekend home in JP. But Sumita has ensured, that we have, only what you have suggested us. And one more thing, one more credit which I will give to Sumita is regarding our sweet craving. So she ensured that, whatever sweet recipes you have said, cake, whether it is cake or whether it is like that nariyal laddu, halwa, she has prepared, and now we are totally, I would say, now addicted to this, while we are maintaining that thing, that very less amount we are taking, just to, otherwise that add-on thing like biscuits, the biscuits which you suggested. Those are the things sometimes whenever we feel, that there is a little craving, we just have it. So that helps us, and including that nuts, almonds, those things in between. That is also really so very good. I think we had a wonderful experience, and very good that we have changed this habit, and it is really helping all three of us, and will continue with this for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Definitely, we would like to, Rishu, Siddharth, we would like to really thank you for all your support, and it was really pleasure having you as mentor.
So the first feedback I can give you is when I went to India, people start noticing a difference in me. That is the big achievement I can say. They themselves said that something is changed in you, specifically your physique is changed. आपका जो है stomach भी जो है थोड़ा अंदर चले गया है और more activeness दिख रही है आप में. So that is one of the I can say a big achievement for me. इतना strictly follow तो नहीं कर पाया था मैं 100%, but I used to at least follow 70 to 80% since I was alone here. तो खाने का arrangement करना, ये करना, साथ में office और सब, so that was not so easy for me, but somehow I managed. So within this 70 to 60% compliance to what you said and what your videos, what your booklets you shared. And at the same time, I was having my good friend Firoz also with me, Firoz bhai. So he used to be there to support me anytime. Whenever I required something, he used to tell me how to get that, because as you know कि इंडिया के अंदर की चीजें जो है वो यहाँ पे मिलता मुश्किल है, ज्यादा नहीं मिलती यहाँ पे. तो वो हिसाब से उसका अल्टरनेटिव जो है I used to get it from Firoz bhai. So that was really very good I can say support from him, and that resulted many changes in me. Also energy level बढ़ गया है काफी, और activeness आ गई है. That is also one of the thing. Still I think a long way to go for me, as you said. इससे पहले भी जब आपने मुझे भेजा था तो आपने कहा था कि ये मुझे continuous करना पड़ेगा. It is not like that I have to do it only for few months and then stop. So ये continue रहेगा मेरा. So for sure I will be in touch with you forever until and unless you want. मैं आपको छोड़ने नहीं वाला नहीं सर इतनी जल्दी. I will always be in touch with you because आपका feedback बहुत जरूरी है. आपने जो है वो कई टाइम जो है मुझे सजेशंस दिए हैं कि इसके लिए क्या अल्टरनेट करना चाहिए, और अल्टरनेटिव सबसे मेन चीज है कि अल्टरनेटिव मेथड्स, because I cannot get everything what I hear same like India. So that resulted me to change to utmost level. I hope so कि 100% level जब मैं implement करूंगा तो for sure इसमें और changes आ जाएंगे, and I hope so कि जो सोच के मैंने ये ज्वाइन किया था ये fully successful हो जाएगा. But I am really thankful to you सत्यजीत साहब कि जो है आपका फीडबैक, आपका सपोर्ट, सबसे मेन थिंग सपोर्ट आपने जो प्रोवाइड किया हमेशा हर वक्त, और कंटिन्यूस आपका जो है वो वीडियोस जो आप डाला करते थे जिससे जो है मोटिवेशन आता था. द मोटिवेशनल सपोर्ट इज आल्सो वन ऑफ द इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट इसके अंदर, क्योंकि क्या है एक टाइम के बाद में इंसान थोड़ा थक जाता है, बिकॉज वी आर नॉट यूज्ड टू दिस. एज आपने कहा कि मैं फ्रॉम 37 years I was not at all used to it. So again to go back to this method is not so easy. So जो कंटिन्यूस आपका जो सपोर्ट रहता था एंड जो मोटिवेशन रहता था, that resulted for me to change much, and I think it will be much more in future also. So thank you Satyajit sahab, thank you so much.
I think, I mean, like I told you in probably the last class, I was on live, which was, I think, a few weeks back. One of the changes I think I would from a body point of view, I told you was that, the objective of losing the tummy fat, I think was fulfilled. Obviously, it was also associated with real weight loss in terms of the fact that I think I told you that I lost about 5-6 kilos. But I do think I feel fitter and lighter about it. As people have, so last couple of weeks I've been traveling, so people have come up and said that, you look lean, you look thin. So I'm taking that as a compliment, although some people are also saying it from a sense of concern, ki, itna bhi patla mat ho jao types kind of feedback. But I think overall lifestyle changes wise, all the things that you said when you had given the customized diet plan around the really things you avoid, things you restrict, and then how you kind of adapt your diet in terms of, for example, right now I just had the salad and grilled chicken dinner. So that's obviously now sort of the permanent fixture for me for 2 times a week. Flour also, I've been using the amaranth, almond flour, etc. So albeit these kind of changes, whether it's the atta I eat, whether it's the fact that the salad alternative, or whether it's completely getting off sugar for the chai coffee, I think these are very fundamental changes. It looked scary to me at the beginning, I must say, in the sense that I myself would doubt that, but I realized that that habit can be pretty strong. And in the last 3 weeks, I don't think I miss any of it. I think the sweet craving thoda rehta hai, I must admit. So I mean, being a Bengali, that's something I think ingrained. So I think every 2 days I feel that I would have a small little bite of something. So I think that's my only cheat part of whatever I'm following, which is to have maybe a little sweet something. Typically, I only do it after lunch, nothing after evening. I try to avoid anything on that side, but yeah. Besides that, I think, yeah, this has been quite good to have this this guidance and these sessions. I think I have to still catch up on sessions 10 and 11, the last 2 ones. So I'll go through those in the weekend. But I think, yeah, thank you very much for this. And I think obviously a lot of it also must be credited to people in my family in terms of brother and father, etc., who've been part of your courses previously, who have kind of also been the ones who nudged me to say that, why don't you try doing this if you feel that there is something you want to do. And my trigger was really that full body test. I think I told you at the beginning. I haven't done the repeat testing, which I want to do now, like after 3 months kind of a thing. So I'll do that maybe next month in March and come back to you on that, including some of the tests that you had suggested, the insulin test and others. So I will come back to you with that report if that's fine, in terms of just to kind of compare where I was before the program to where I am after the program. I think that is an assessment I am also curious to know on those values around lipid, sugar, etc.
First of all, thank you very much for this unique course. It really, जैसा अतर भाई ने बताया, it changed our thinking and how and the approach to food actually. Especially, I got very impressed with your muscle part, which you said use it or lose it, and I keep telling many of my friends about this. So indeed, and above that, approach to food, है ना, पहले जो मैंने बिना सोचे खा लिया करते थे, अभी थोड़ा सोच समझ के ये कर रहे हैं. So yes, thank you so much. It was really fruitful attending it, and we are really propagating it this as well. I'll be telling few of my friends who are interested. Thank you so much. Attitude है थोड़ा change हो गया है. अभी अबड़-दबड़ सब नहीं खाते, जरा सोच समझ के. Yes, indeed, it was very nice.
Class was obviously brilliant. I was waiting for this. I wanted to enroll for an earlier class, but due to other commitments, I could not. So this was really great. This started sometime in December, and that was the time when I was just thinking about resuming my workout and my diet. And decide my tummy was, I was ashamed looking at myself in the mirror, frankly, in December. I underwent surgery in November, so it was more. I was in bed and all of that. So actually, the first thing that this class did is that it motivated me to get started, because I'm self-motivated. But what happens is there's inertia when there's a break of 2 years, right? So I was finding it difficult to break out of that, and I couldn't really believe that, because I'm always self-motivated. I don't need anybody. But I was really finding it difficult, and this program did it for me. In fact, the first 2 classes, and I started with my regular diet. I knew what I had to do, but I started with it. So I think without joining this program, it would have been really very difficult to overcome that inertia. So that was the first great contribution that a program did. The second thing is that the way I'm made, I always like to know the why behind everything. Even when I do workout, I've found out the reason behind every small thing, and some of them I've still not found out, but I'm in the process of finding out. So for diet also, if somebody tells me you need to do intermittent fasting, I'm not happy with just that. I want to know why. And your program actually gave me the why behind it. And I think instead of I was researching a lot of areas, but I think now I have all that, at least most of that in one place. I have to go through your material, and then if something more I need, but I think most of it is already covered in your material. So now it's going to save me a lot of time in doing that research, because I'm going to actually go over each of your videos and your material, just like anybody studies for an exam, because it's out of my interest. So it really gave me a lot of scientific basis to understand why I should do what I should do. And it also helps me, a lot of people tell me, kya tu ye kya kar raha hai? I can tell them, well, if you are interested, I can give you the scientific basis. But earlier I did not. So I think your program really gave me that. So that's what I have to say. But I'm already in the groove now. So it's been this is my seventh week of workout plus diet, and I'm fast getting back to what I was earlier. So I think by 30th of June, I'll have an excellent physique, hopefully. The way I'm going, I'm working out 6 to 7 days a week. And my diet is as one thing that I added, which was not there in my diet earlier, was the vegetables part. I somehow completely, I don't know, it just skipped my mind. I just couldn't get it. But from the time you have advised it, I'm having 500 grams of raw vegetables every single day. Everything put together, 500 grams, sometimes more than that. Every week I go with my wife to the market and we bring it so that we don't stock karke rakhte hain 2-3 din ka, and we have raw vegetables with curd, because it's difficult to have raw vegetables just like that. So with curd, it tastes very good. So 500 grams, that is something that is added. And I remember that earlier I was also on high protein, medium fat, and very low carb. So I'm used to that. I don't have a problem. But I used to have severe constipation problems, which I don't have now. And thanks to you, that is primarily because of the veggies, because it's giving me the fiber that I need for to avoid that. So I can't thank you enough for everything that you've been doing through this program. Thanks a lot.
This journey, this 3-month course, और मैं इससे काफी कुछ मेरे समझ में आया और काफी कुछ मैं इम्प्लीमेंट किया इसको, और now I am feeling benefit of that. This पहले में 3 महीने पहले में और अभी में तो काफी डिफरेंसेस, मींस 70-80% डिफरेंसेस मैं खुद फील कर रहा हूँ. जैसे भूख लगने पहले बहुत ही फ्रीक्वेंटली हर 1-2 घंटे पे हंगर फील होता था और कुछ ना कुछ चाहिए खाने के लिए. तो अभी वो एक चीज खत्म हो गई है. दिस इज फिनिश्ड. अभी मैं सिर्फ 2 ही मील ले रहा हूँ, इन 2 meals only, not 3 meals, and feeling from inside very energetic. और दूसरा ये कि मैं और लोगों को भी इसके लिए मैं प्रिफर करूंगा कि लोग इसको जो है कम से कम नॉलेज, सारी चीजों की नॉलेज तो लेते हैं हम, लेकिन ये दिस इज द मेन थिंग्स, वी शुड गेट दिस थिंग्स. So this is really, this is open my eyes. Touch with you always, and if anything, then I will contact you.
Good evening, and many. Actually, I have got a lot of encouragement from you. Not only that motivation in terms of your scientific background, but also with the sufficient justification. So during the process of 12 session, today is the 12 session number 12, except 1 or 2 session because of my ill health I unable to attend. Otherwise I have attended all the 10 sessions, and a lot of confusion, lot of that your contradictory statement with the what I read from the bookish knowledge. For example, I had got the previously the wrong impression about the fats, but that I have clarified. Until and unless I have gone through this session, then I have got one doubt that we should consume little, maximum 20 ml, the 15 ml per day per head. But again, then I have got the confusion regarding the ghee, particularly the desi ghee, because it is a saturated fat. So again, that concept, and I have got the problem with the coconut the oil or the coconut food, because I was suffering with the diabetic. So earlier my doctor, they advised to not to consume such and such things. But when I know the science, what is the actually background, then that I have not only clarified myself, but also my near and dear, whoever have the suffering. And in all the almost all the classes in UG, PG and PhD, now I am motivating to my student and to their parents what should we consume and what should not be consumed. So that is the way. And in all my courses, I am putting one question: one nutritional scientist or the dietitian, he or she not only change the family but also change the society. How? Or they justify. That is the thing I learned from you. Then the most important is one again with regarding to the dal or the pulses. I have got the being a agriculture scientist, I have the opinion, or we offer the courses to the students that the all the pod vegetable or the pulses, they are the resource of protein, that to digestive protein, so we can consume. But I never thought about that other aspect which you have mentioned about the carbs. When we consume more dal, then unknowingly we consume more carbs. Again, there will be imbalance. So that point also you have clarified very nicely. Then when we talk about the macronutrient and the micronutrient, particularly in the COVID pandemic, I have got the impression that so far the vitamin B complex C is concerned and the vitamin D, A, D, E, K is concerned, they are the fat soluble. So up to what extent we should consume and up to how many? So I have the, because in at the time of offering the course of food technology in the BSc horticulture 10 years back to the BSc horticulture student, it has been mentioned that if you will consume more vitamins, particularly the vitamin A, then that may causes the vitaminosis, or which causes the constipation and all other things. So I have got that impression, but which again you have clarified. So now I am almost all my the friends as well as my family members, my relations, I want to convince that these are the food supplement we have to consume, because it will have the such and such. So that is the way they are. I have already motivated, or I know the science, then but it is also possible on my part to motivate the others. So that is the beauty of this session when I have attended that one. Then the most important, as you know, the diabetic, I have always preferred, and I have searched a lot of papers and other things regarding the diabetic. And in all the classes, whenever I'm taking, particular now I am taking the undergraduate, the introduction to the vegetable. So the one course I have diverted specifically vegetable with respect to the nutritional security in India, and how with a lot of, and today also, today that class was there for one section, and a lot of questions the students they are asking. What about the tomato, what about the brinjal, chili, and all. Actually, I'm enjoying to answer what you are now enjoying by asking, and I'm asking in all this session lot of questions. because whatever the doubt I have got, I want to clarify. And what Madam already explained, I have also the honest request before you. Whenever I will face some problem, particularly regarding this nutritional aspect, and you just give me that permission, I can discuss in your off time or chatting, then that will be helpful. It will be not for me, but for the others. Then the most important, what is the thyroid problem that the previous classes you have mentioned about the thyroid problem. I have got a lot of confusion. So when I came to know that the thyroid problem, what is the function and what is the role, then how to adjust with that one. And my doctor explained that if you are a diabetic patient, even when you are suffering with your thyroid or the blood pressure, then it used to continue up to the lifelong. But on that day you have mentioned it is not that. You have to check, because by the diet we can control many of the things. So that is the another point. Then regarding your timing, of course, when I compare myself, since 7 to 8 months I am using the Dibexi, and because of your advice that the gut problem, the autoimmune, and that changes my mental. Because at that time I was more irritated, but now my condition, mental strength is much more stable, and I am getting that one. So that is the benefit. But because of my stress, because of my overload, I am not achieving that one. But the mental condition I am, and now being I know all these signs very in details, and I am analyzing every time whatever the session you have explained. Every time I am going through that one. So that will definitely help not only to me, to my family, to my relations, and moreover to my students. So that is the best wealth you have given during 2021 and the 22. Only the permission is, whenever I have some doubt, I will telephone you or have a WhatsApp or the mail, so that kindly help me to suggest the things. This is I am well satisfied with this session, sir, and I am highly obliged to you for your kind consideration and the suggestion you have given time to time. Thank you, sir.
No, the feedback is, the main thing is we learned a lot about this health aspects. Okay, that you are given in so much detail. See, we were knowing only that outer things, but you are told with your slides and other things, you have explained, and then we understood very much. And then coming to the take of food intake, there are so many varieties. We have changed some. And then actually what you suggested for me, that apple cider vinegar, it has helped me a lot. Previously I had to get that birth, so much of birth. It was not any pain or anything, but I was not able to eat. That birth was so much in the morning, and it was early in the morning. Now I am taking early in the morning, but still I am not only taking only one time, not in the evening. You have suggested both morning and evening, but I am taking only in the morning. It has helped me a lot. But only thing is, still I'm not having so much of appetite, and with this so much of course I not gained much of weight. Okay, I changed my diet and other things. What I want to ask is that suitable to me, that whey protein. I mean, you already suggested veg protein and other things, and what all I have to take. I mean, detail we'll talk it later. But so many things that I still have to gain my weight. Now it is when the class started, it was the same weight I am having, but she has got a different feedback. She will tell her own, but I got all this necessary. But as the lady, she has suggested, no, Manimala, and I'm feeling more energetic. That is there. That is whole day it is more energetic, and still I have to do some exercise. You have suggested, no, for muscle building some exercises. I'm not doing regularly. I have to do, and I have to cultivate that. It has to become my habit. I am doing once or thrice in a week. I have to do it regularly, so that my muscle gain will be there. Okay.
Day by day, I'm changing my diet little by little. I am feeling imbalanced to my husband in the diet, in protein intake. For me, it's okay. I am feeling energetic. compared to before. Then that day I told, no, weight has been reduced from 2 to 3 kgs. Waste also it has been reduced. What else I can? Then I am not able to follow your cooking that Facebook and all because of as I am working. No, just I am seeing now to change my diet.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, it was a wonderful journey, sir. Actually, मेरा जो था, मैं actually मेरा problem insulin resistant की वजह से मैंने आपको join किया था, जो कि मेरे एक दोस्त थे फिरोज बोल के, फिरोज अनवर, कुवैत में. सो उन्होंने आपको रिकमेंड किया था, तो उनके थ्रू मैं आपके पास आया था. सो एक्चुअली मैं जब ज्वाइन किया था मेरा वेट 82 kgs था. नाउ आई हैव कम डाउन टू 74, बट लास्ट 2 हफ्ते में 1-2 किलो थोड़ा फिर इंक्रीज हो गया, बिकॉज आई हैव बीन टू इंडिया. सो उधर थोड़ा घर पे जाके फिर ऑल दिस रूटीन विल, इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू मैनेज दिस रूटीन. तो उसके लिए मेरा वेट 2 किलो बढ़ गया था. So again, I'm trying to cut down. So it was a very wonderful journey, good journey. I mean, results तो मिले. मैंने आपको बाद में 3 months का भी आपको भेजा था reports निकाल के उधर जाने के बाद. So there are certainly, definitely there's an improvement in my insulin levels and all that. Even मेरा wife थोड़ा आप जैसे बोल रहे थे, वो थोड़ा अभी track में नहीं आए, but I'll try to show all this your recordings and let us see what कैसे रहेगा उनका भी. So it was a wonderful journey, sir.
Sir, honestly, feedback तो आप खुद ही हो. Actually क्या है, way of describing and way of delivering is the most important thing. That is the most important thing. क्योंकि इसके बिना कुछ नहीं होता. Sir, actually each and everything implement किया. Improvement basically in the terms of energy. पहले मैं थक जाता था, अब मैं थकता नहीं. तो एक्सरसाइज रेगुलर है. आजकल आउटिंग नहीं हो रही है मॉर्निंग में क्योंकि वेदर खराब है बहुत ज्यादा. तो घर पे रेगुलर 1 घंटे एक्सरसाइज करता हूँ मैं. हाँ, लेकिन घर पे 2-3 दिन से एक्सरसाइज कर रहा हूँ तो मेरा बॉडी पेन बहुत हो रहा है. हो सकता है एक्सरसाइज कुछ चेंज हुई है घर पे, उस वजह से हो रहा हो, या वेदर कंडीशन है, आई डोंट नो. लेकिन हाँ, 2-3 दिन से मुझे बॉडी पेन बहुत है ईच एंड एवरी पार्ट में. और लाइफस्टाइल तो गुड हुई है, लेकिन सबसे मेन और बेसिक चीज जो है वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, वो वे ऑफ डिलीवरी एंड हाउ एक क्या कहना चाहिए उसको, कैसे लोगों को समझाना है और कैसे बताना है. दैट इज द इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग इन माय पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू.